When I got out in 92, I had no idea what I was gonna do. My grandmother sold the house in 80 something off Rosecrans Spring, 1203 North Spring Street. She sold the house. I had no relationship with my mother. My uncle was traveling the world as a gypsy. You know, nigga I idolize, I love, 110%, Bobby Joe Kitchen. My family was spread it. I didn't have a chance to grow up with my brothers and sisters. It was 8 of us, 4 girls, 4 boys. You know, I missed most of their life. So when I got out, I just told myself I didn't want to come back. I told myself I didn't want to be one of them guys that brag about and show pictures about he was out for 2 weeks, 2 months, or 6 months, or a year, and he's showing pictures of everything he's done. I didn't want that. So when I got out, my nephew, Blue from Long Beach Insane, picked me up. And he said, "Unc, stay out of Compton for at least a year. Figure this shit out, Unc. I got you. You don't need for nothing." He had like 8 blue rags. 1 blue rag of 100s, 1 blue rag of 50s, 1 blue rag of 20s, this gang of blue rags. And he took me shopping. Bought me all kind of shit, drawers, everything. Gave me a 74 Monte Carlo. "You don't need nothing, Unc, I got you." He had his own little New Jack City set up in Long Beach. And I'm sitting in this place one day. I said, I can't have my little nephew take care of me. I can't depend and lean on my nephew. So I tried to get a job. I was at Holiday Health Spa, which is now Bally's, if I'm correct, picking up weights. Then one of my partners said, "Rock, man, I got this job, man. You help me out for adult handicaps." So I went there, helped them out. So I'm working. Then of course, every time something happened, the ex-con get the blow. I was the ex-con. Then I found myself right back in the hood. I started meeting young homies who I didn't want to be like me. But I found myself caught up in their world. I start pistol whooping people. When you have a homeboy tell on a homegirl, because she jacked somebody for some dope, she's an addict, and he tell them outsiders where the homegirl live at. I was the kind of guy, we don't do that. So the homie was in his car, I snatched him out of his window while his car was running and stuffed the gun in his mouth. Ready to pull the trigger, and the homies asked me not to. "Rock, please don't, please, homie." And I found myself right back in the belly of the beast. Somebody said that was the car that shot the homeboy car up in front of the court building. I parked that motherfucker. I found myself right back in an area I didn't want to be. I found myself doing some shit I never thought that I would do. Because when I went in, it was small shit. So my name, I'm here to be honest, my name was known in prison. The shit I did as young Rudolph, it wasn't big. It was some stupid shit. It was a rifle one time, shooting at a motherfucker a couple times. But my name got large in prisons, in jails, because I was an animal in jail. And I saw myself being caught right back in the belly of that beast. I started being an animal on the streets for that 6-month period. I was doing some crazy, stupid shit. And I had little crews. Nigga, I love the Chester Street crew. I love the Rose Street crew. You know, it was motherfucking riders. Nigga, and I blended right in with them. I'm right there with them. They like, "Big homie, what the fuck you doing?" Nigga, I'm loving this shit. Then as always, it's politics. Shit started happening, wasn't right. And I didn't like it. And I started speaking my mind. Then someone said, "Man, Jim Brown got all the Crips and Bloods at his house." I said, "He got no motherfucking Crips and Bloods at his house." Man, he do. So I took about 60 homies up there. He had every hood up there. He had all the hoods. I looked around, no motherfucking gang members up here. In front of everybody. Because I was stupid like that. I said, "Man, fuck, there ain't no motherfucking real meeting up here." Because they had the Tasha Harley killing a black girl that killed the Korean store. So Jim Brown had all the Koreans up there at the same time. You had gang members up there trying to mend the process. I didn't understand that process. All I understood was I heard people be gang members. And I felt I was the ultimate one. So as I'm leaving, two things fuck with me. Jim Brown said that's rockheads, a misunderstanding. He's supposed to be here tomorrow, not today. As disrespectful as I was, he gave me respect. When his chief of staff said, hey man, I want to holler at you. I said, you touch me again, I'm gonna knock all your motherfucking teeth out. That was my attitude. So as we leaving, two things hit me. Jim still gave me respect, as disrespectful as I was. But my young homies that was with me, hey big homie, the Koreans bringing food in. Gang of food on trays. Can we stay and eat the food? Man, fuck that motherfucking food. Let's go. But in the back of my head, it fucked with me. So I told the other homie, I said, cuz, homie's hungry. Nigga, how much money you got? I got something. Nigga, ask cuz how much money he got. And we stopped at Fat Burgers and we fed our homies. But it still fucked with me. Cause we out there grinding, we out there doing shit, trying to make shit work. But the homies are broke. So I said, fuck that shit, let's go. My nephew was doing so good, we opened up a little clothing store, had a little burger stand in North Long Beach. I took 2 burgers and gave it to my hood. I did that. Here, nigga. What you doing, big homie? I knew nothing about selling dope. Didn't care about it. I said, I want to see my hood struggle. Someone gave Jim Brown my number. I hang up on his face. He's called hang up. One day he asked me, am I a bitch, am I a man? I said, who the fuck you think you talking to? I'm talking to you, you a bitch or you a motherfucking man. Nigga, where you at? 1851 Sunset Beach. Nigga, I'll be there. Drove my car up there, my tray 5.7 on my lap. Pulled up there, knocked on his door, my tray 5.7 in my hand. I said, what the fuck you say to me? Are you a bitch or you a motherfucking man? And he turned his back on me. Man, use this. Nigga, is you crazy? This is what man uses. I fired up, slammed my gun on his table. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You know who the fuck I am? I don't give a fuck about no adults. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking man. And we start talking, and we talked for 24 hours. I stayed there for 24 hours and talked. And he gave me his child conditioning. How he ran away from home. How his grandmother made him choose either her and her boyfriend or the streets. And he went to the streets, lived in the streets. Until his girlfriend mother said, come live with us. Until his high school coach said, I got you. So he gave me examples that I could relate to. He had that back, that balance. I didn't have nothing. When I ran away, I went to the Gibsons. 2 doors down. That's where I went. I had to hide from his mother because she didn't want to get into it with my grandmother. So I had to stay in the garage until she went to sleep in the room with them. Him and his brothers. And that's all I knew. So when Jim challenged my mind, I eventually took that challenge. Jim Brown created an organization, Amer-I-Can Foundation for Social Change. He felt that he could change the mindset of a predator from a negative to a positive and put that person right back in their community in a positive way. They just as effective in a positive way as they were in a negative way of bringing about change. So you have a 15-chapter life skills program that teaches the responsibility of self-determination.
I still remember the mantra, I think, that because I attended that class because, you know, you came through the hood, and matter of fact, Little was part of it, Kizzy, and a few more homies. Big Scooty, Juan Longino. But I remember, and if I'm saying it incorrectly, correct me. I remember it was eliminate the negative, establish the fact, and choose the best option.
That's the problem, Simon. That's just one of them.
But I remember that because I utilized
that was in the 90s.
From the 90s, I utilized that in a lot of different situations that I encountered as my growth and development and taking on another persona as far as not necessarily remaining in this, walking up and, you know, looking like that. No, you got to come up. You dipping your hand. You're giving yourself away when you walk around with your face all balled up like you tough. just be calm and just be smooth about it. Swag with intelligence, smooth to the soul.
And then that's that smooth stuff. So that's that pimpin' swag. That's that lady man stuff he had when he was a kid. You know what I mean?
But see, but you need that.
Nah.
And Jim gave you something that what you can build on that was far better and far superior than what you had learned.
No, what Jim Brown Amer-I-Can program did for me, it made me deal with my own taboos deep inside my guts, my own child conditioning. Once I understood my child condition, once I got all them taboos out and took responsibility from them, it made me the person I am today. It literally made me the person I am today. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, the little shit I said already, that was every bit of me. I've never had a human being challenge my mind. I've always dealt with guys because they were older than me or they thought they was better than me.
So you wasn't caring about that he was a celebrity?
No, I don't give a fuck about no celebrity.
None of that matters.
Nah, hell no.
I just want to be clear. I
met 1,000 people that's his friends, celebrity. I don't give a fuck about no celebrity. I ain't doing shit for my program. I give a fuck about those who want to help what I do. What I do is I work with youngsters. I help youngsters change their mindsets. I help youngsters get to college through basketball. So basically with Jim, when he challenged my mind, he asked me to do something for him. And I said, what? I need you to take these young ladies. Hey, little homie. Hey, young homie. Can't hear my conversation, your conversation. I love you, but goddamn. Thank you. You know you my right hand. Shit. But anyway, he asked me to do something for him and threw me off. Jim Hill, the newscast guy, had a birthday party. He said he couldn't make it because I take these 3 young ladies to the birthday party. And I'm like, nigga, I don't go to nobody's birthday party. I'm a gangster from Compton. He said, Rock, just do this for me. He gave me the address. So I got in the car and I drove these 3 young ladies. And the security dude wouldn't let me in. Like, man, you don't let. I said, man, check this out, man. I'll fuck your motherfucking ass up. I don't give a fuck about this party or you. Either let my motherfucking, and the girl's trying to calm me down, because at that time, I didn't go through the curriculum. I didn't know how to eliminate the negative stats, my facts, and choose my best side. All I knew was I'm gonna slap him, sock him, or beat his ass, we're gonna go. So Jim Hill happened to be walking by. He said, hold it, Rockhead, right? I said, yeah, man, let him in. What's up, Rockhead? I said, what's up, man? I said, yeah, Jim want me, bro. Okay, you can have fun, have a drink. I don't drink. So I sat there and watched all these fancy people dress, all these fancy people do their thing and shit. And I'm not paying no never mind. And, then I called Jim, hey, the girl's ready to go. We'll bring him back to the house. Brought him back to the house. And about 6, 7 that morning, he woke me up. Hey, we got to go to San Francisco. I said, for what? I ain't never been on no plane before, man. I said, for what? How we getting there? We get on the plane. I said, man, I ain't got no clothes. I'll take care of that shit when we get to San Francisco. We got to take care of something. So he took me to San Francisco with another one of the guys and went to the store, got some clothes and stuff. And went to Frisco, you had the Geneva Towers and the Sunnydale Projects. In San Francisco, they warned against each other. And he said, Rock, we here to work with Governor Brown, Willie Brown, to kind of help deal with the gangs out here and the issues they having out here. And I figured, maybe you see what Amer-I-Can does. So I went to the Geneva Towers with him and Governor Brown, and they talking to some guys from the streets. And there was a guy in the back, and I'm noticing how he looking at me because I'm alert. I'm watching everything. And the guy like, Joe Rockhead. I looked up, said, yeah, man, what's happening? Man, what's happening? Man, when you get out, homie? He was one of them up north guys. And he hugged me. What's happening, man? What you doing here, man? I said, I'm working with Jim Brown, man. He trying to do some shit. Like I said, I didn't know the language. Oh, man, yeah, they trying to bring my hood with the mother niggas, man. Whoop. I said, man, so while you in the background, why don't you sit down and talk to Jim? Me and you and him one-on-one. He said, we could do that. So we talking. He said, yeah, Rock, the guys on the Sunnydale Project, you know them too. We all did time together. I'm going to call one of them niggas, man. You have somebody reach out to him for you. And we sat down, and they had a ceasefire based on my presence and us doing time together. They was curious about what was going on. And that kind of fucked with me. Like, damn, I ain't never did no real positive shit like that. So, and went back, flew back, and Jim, I need you to go to this program. So I'm going to have Wine Line Gino and Scooty take you through the program, you know. So I went to the hood, Juan Longino stay in the hood, Scooty from Santana, and they trying to sit me down with the book, nigga. I'm so used to dictating. I'm telling nigga, put that book down. I ain't hear that shit, nigga. They said, Rockhead, man, come on, you gotta go. Man, fuck that shit. So I don't know who told, but they told Jim, hey, Rockhead ain't trying to fill the book right now. So Jim like, have him come up to the house. I go to the house, he sat me down, took me to the class himself. And when he started dealing with the contents within that curriculum, and dealing with our basic needs, our primary needs, food, shelter, and clothing. You know what I mean? And the curriculum deal with secondary need, our self-esteem, our self-worth. Then the curriculum went to our social needs, reputation, how you viewed, how you looked upon by others, and reputation, etc. And I'm like, God damn, what is all this shit trying to say to me? You know what I'm saying? It's dealing with I need my food, shelter, and clothing. My self-esteem, nigga, I'm what I am. Nigga, as long as I'm hitting somebody, I was good. And I'm just good. Then once they took it from there, they took it from there, I'm like, damn. They did with 3 forms of motivation: fear, incentive, and attitude change motivation. I said, fear motivation, nigga, I put the fear of God in motherfuckers. That was me. I understood that. But the curriculum says fear motivation might be recognized as the highest form of motivation, but the most negative. Okay, incentive motivation. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. But I have to learn that incentive is good to maybe open the door with it, but not something I want to depend on. I don't want a broad to give me some ass because I'm giving her money or doing stuff for her. I want to give her the ass because she said that's what she wants, right thing to do. Attitude change motivation is basically, I realized was basically the right thing to do because I feel I want to change my attitude because I know I'm fucked up. And it made me realize I was fucked up. That life skills program made me realize I was a fucked up person. No matter how I justify anything I've ever done in life, I was a fucked up person and I needed help. And that curriculum helped me. And it helped me become the person I am today, where I opened up an office in Amer-I-Can in 28 states. Things I never thought I would do in life. I went to 28 different states, from North Carolina to Portland to New York to Chicago, etc. It made me understand that there's a lot of young people like me heading down the same road I had on, but don't have the help I have today. So what I did, I took the I-Can out of Amer-I-Can and created my own I-Can Youth Foundation, where I help young men get to college through basketball. And since 1994, I've gotten over 160 kids to college. I got five freshmen in the universities right now. One at Detroit Mercer, one at Ole Miss, one at Chicago State. And I just learned and felt in love with how to help these young people make better choices in life. But if I couldn't help myself, and if Amer-I-Can Foundation wasn't there for me to help myself, I wouldn't be able to make the changes and do the things I do in life today. And that's helping young people. So in creating my own foundation, I created my own I-Can All-Stars Youth Basketball Program, where I try to make sure I get a kid or two in college every year. And that's what I've been doing. And doing that, it helped me become a better father to my 6 daughters and my 1 son. When I first got out, I went in, I had 2 daughters. They never knew me, never saw me until I got out when they was 13, 14 years of age. It was hard for me knowing how to be a father because I never knew. I never had a father for me. What Jim Brown became to me was my surrogate father, the only father figure I know in life. I had to open up and understand myself and understand him as a man and respect him as a man. And by creating my foundation, it really allowed me to help others, allowed me to be there for others. And because of that, I think I'm doing a damn good job. Because of that, I could take all my negative taboos, and turn them into positive shit. I'm able to go to my hood and young homies who's curious about the truth about the hood, who's curious about the CCO, who's curious about different things. I can be honest about it and upfront about it and communicate with them about it. And that's my strength. If I could share my stories, if I could share my history and educate others in the truth as it's told from my perspective, these are my perspective, then I feel I can help save someone's life.
Where's your organization based at?
It's all through LA County. All over LA County, man. I got, it's just, I work out at Washington Park. I work out at Inglewood High. I work out at Compton High. Wherever someone open their door up to me, that's where we at.
So I take that back. You do have a cause.
Yes, sir. Always had a cause. Responsibility and self-determination. Always, man. And I had a call. See, let me tell y'all how things work. Because of Amer-I-Can, I've been in all them states, but the city I wanted to come back to and help was my own city. I had a contract with the city of Compton. When murder in 2005 were at its highest rate per capita, they said we had the highest murder percentage per capita in any state in the U.S. And the 2 years we were here in Compton, I'm the first homeboy to hire the Damu, to hire the Pyru to come and work with me in my office. I did that because I knew it was necessary for us to work together to make a difference in our community. Everybody who say they care about their community, you got to really care about it. That means you got to turn the cheek. That means you got to do things that you're not comfortable with doing. So by allowing a Damu to work in my office, 2 or 3 Damus work in my office alongside my homeboys and other homeboys from other Compton Crips sets, they made us realize that we have to bring about a change. What can we do to change our community? So I had that office. I'm the first one in Compton from the hood was giving out 5,000 toys for 4 straight Christmases. When I ain't talking about cheap toys, I'm talking about leapfrog shit. Shit that expensive, good toys, that people, educational toys.
So look, is your organization independent of Amer-I-Can?
It's the same, but not the same. Amer-I-Can Foundation for Social Change is founded and it's by Jim Brown.
So
The I-Can Youth Foundation, I took the I-Can out of Amer-I-Can Foundation. It's sponsored, it's founded by me, Rod Johnson, solely. But I use the principles of Amer-I-Can to instill in my I-Can Youth Foundation, so it's all in one. It has 2 different presidents, but it's all in one.
So you still fuck with Jim Brown?
Oh, hands down. I'm actually going to the New England Patriots next weekend.
Patriots, fuck the Steelers.
I can't stand you.
Fuck the Steelers.
I can't stand you. We actually, Amer-I-Can got a contract with the New England Patriots to take the rookies through the life skills program. So I'm actually going down there for about 4 weeks to train the rookies. The NFL got it scheduled for 10 hours a day. The rookies got a protocol they have to go by. Well, the life skills program is part of that protocol as a pilot program.
So you paroled in '92, hooked up with Jim Brown, and ain't looked back.
I ain't look back. I'm a true example of change. You can't go from one extreme to another. There's no such thing as I can't stay out. I've been out. I don't plan on going back. I'm not going back. The only thing different for me, when I'm in that jail, I'm behind that wall, you have to live behind that wall. You can't think about the streets. You can't think about anything else but your own survival behind that wall. What I've learned in the street, that I can let my guard down a little bit, that I'm not cursed at birth, and I am somebody. And that's what I've been doing. When Amer-I-Can showed me that I'm not cursed at birth, that I am somebody, it allowed me to become the person I am today. When, what's his name? Baron Davis wanted to do a thing on Made in America, I'm the one that brought 90% of the Crips and Bloods to go tell their stories. Because I'm a strong believer that our stories need to be told and heard for us to make a difference in ourselves and our own communities. You know, I've done food giveaways. Just for Easter, I gave away clothes. I gave away toilet paper, toothpaste, soap. I mean, I try to do anything and everything. Yeah, Salvation Army. Every Monday, I partner with Compton Magic travel ball program where we give out food dinners every Monday night to the homeless. Compton Magic and I-Can partner with middle schools and elementary school where we gave out thousands of books back to the schools in the city of Compton. I do whatever I can to help my city. You know, we got the Sox baseball team where you got the different neighborhoods playing softball, sponsored by Compton Magic Adidas Sport. And gave them all gear and shoes and stuff.
What softball league is this?
The lead.
Shawnee Mac, where you been? You talking about the Raymond's? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The lead. It ain't just Raymond's. It ain't just East Coasters. It ain't just the 40s. It ain't just the 90s. You got some. You got the Rolling Hundreds. You got the Country Box. You got the Paramount. The Swamps from Compton. Neighborhood from Compton. Santana. I mean, it's a slow process. I mean, even with that, imagine the Coasters and the Nutties playing with each other when everybody knows the story between them. And the guys sat down and felt that it was necessary to allow the Nutties and East Coast to come in and play together to show that you can change, you can make a difference, that the whole grudges and to be angry all your life for things we've done out of stupidity and ignorance over the years, you know what I mean? It fucks it up. You can't change. As I said to you earlier, a lot of people may not like the fact of some of the stuff I said about CCO. But I said to you again, in the beginning, it was the best thing for Crips based on what I experienced going to state prison in the 77, 78. Based on that alone, we had no structure, we had nothing. It was the best thing that happened at that time. Yes, at the end, it became ugly. Yes, at the end, it became disastrous. That's why I personally took it up for the young homie to say it's dismantled.
So look, how much time did you do?
A total of 19 years.
So look, when you paroled in 92, you hooked up with Amer-I-Can. Who were some of the big names in those original meetings?
An Amer-I-Can?
Yeah, from the different neighborhoods.
Stone.
Stone from where?
60s.
Who else?
Big U. I heard Big U played a role in the initial curriculum. You had the Grapes. You had the Swans. You had T. Rogers. You had what's the little dude name from the Village Bloods? I can't remember his name. A little short dude, good dude too. He actually moved to New England, doing the same kind of work in New England, in the country, New England, London. But he had so many names, man. You had some good, solid brothers who believed in the movement. Daoud Sherrill, Killer Sherrills. Like I said, T. Rogers. He had some really good names in the beginning.
But look, who stuck it out like you? You the only one that stuck it out with Jim?
I'm here. I'm not gonna leave his side. Nobody ain't gonna leave Jim Brown's side, man. People moved on and created their own organization with the Amer-I-Can principle and concept. People started their own organization. People went to other situations where they can make their money. And me and Jim, we had our bumps and bruises like he had his bumps and bruises with everybody. But that man gave me life. Without Jim Brown, I'd be dead or in jail for the rest of my life.
So you the last man standing there.
And I'm not going to go nowhere. You got Big Shiphead from Gardenia Shotgun. He's still standing. You know, he's actually getting ready to teach a class now in one of the continuation schools. You got Tarek Ross out of Pasadena, who's always been teaching in the camp for the last 20-something years. You know, but as far as high profile, as long as I'm standing, everybody that represent me, everybody that appreciate me and love me, they with me. I'm not going nowhere.
Big Shiphead. You
Bring him to the table.
exactly.
Huh?
Can you bring him to the table?
I can talk to Big Shiphead from Shotgun.
Yeah. See if he wants to sit down with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my man. Shawnee Mac.
God.
What's your name again, man?
God Walker.
God.
You know, but
Hey, when Stone and Draws was up there, you didn't meet Big Shawnee Mac? He wasn't with them?
they were there before me.
They was there before
See,
you?
when I got there, Draws was back in jail and Stone, rest in peace.
Oh, okay.
But I heard Jim loved his Stone like that was his son. Jim still speak of Stone, man. Whatever relationship they had, I heard Jim cried when Stone lost his life. I mean, and him and Big U are still bonded. You know, it like I said, people moved on and created their own youth foundations. It's just that without Jim, I was nothing. That man gave me life. That man made sure I'm eating, and when I'm eating, my neighborhood eating.
So all these foundations that these guys got going now, they all link back to Jim
All
Brown.
of them. No, let me tell you something. People be talking this, and this. Everybody who got their own program came from Amer-I-Can initially. The original group. Everybody. They can hate on it. They can say what they want to say. Jim Brown was the purest man I've ever seen. He fixed motherfuckers' transmissions, paid for their rent, paid for their pamper for their babies, paid for weddings. He'd help these brothers in ways people can't even imagine.
So they all learned the nonprofit game from Jim Brown.
They learned the life skills and attitude change and took responsibility and self-determination from Jim Brown's Amer-I-Can Foundation.
Say this about Jim,